You ready for this? Okay. Movie is here. If you don't want this movie ruined for you, skip ahead.
I can't see it. I can't see it. What is it?
All right, so there's this young lady. She lives on an island,
Okay.
isolated from humanity, right?
I
This
like
island's
that.
just full of these beautiful warrior women. Okay?
In what era does this take place?
We're in the 1940s, but they've been there a long time. Zeus, the Greek god Zeus, created these women to protect humanity from the god of war, Ares.
To protect them from men?
Yeah, I don't know why they're all women.
Interesting.
I forgot that. But anyway,
Go on.
no boys allowed on this
Okay,
island.
cool.
These women,
So it's a girls only island.
these are like demigod warrior
and you're not
princess women.
explaining an R-rated movie, correct?
Yeah, so she gets stuck under the sink and they need a plumber to come over.
These are like mainstream movies, right?
No, I mean, they happen to all be very beautiful, these warrior princess women. They're kind of like Xena, you know? You remember Xena?
Xena the Warrior Princess.
Xena the warrior princess. Yeah,
Yes,
they're
of
basically,
course.
picture a bunch of Xenas on an island. One day, this U.S. fighter plane pilot, crashes off the shore of their secluded island.
Is the island off the coast of the U.S.?
No, it's some made-up island
So why
that
is the
humans
US
had never discovered.
Imposing themselves on this island of
Well,
women
you're about
that's
to
not
find
part of their
out. So
jurisdiction.
this pilot crashes, washes up on shore, and says, "Hey, humanity is at war," and what he describes to them is World War II. And there's a bunch of German soldiers show up, fighting, and the warrior women fight some of these Nazis, and some of them die, but they
What?
beat these Nazis that
This
show
got
up on their
dark
island.
so fast,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Is
So
this a, what?
the U.S. soldier is like, yeah, we're fighting these German soldiers that we found out they've got these weapons that they're going to try to kill the Alliance forces, right? There's this chemical weapon where they're going to drop it on London and kill everybody.
London?
Yeah. So this,
Where did London come in the picture? You were just...
I don't know. So this warrior princess girl, our main character, she thinks like their duty is to save humanity and protect humanity from Ares, the god of war. So she assumes Ares, the god of war, is behind the forces of World War II, right? So she teams up with this sexy pilot. A lot of romantic chemistry with her and this pilot. She's never seen men before, right? So, you know. And,
What a life.
Yeah. So they find this German general who she thinks is Ares, the god of war. And like, I guess he's in charge of the weapon. So the pilot goes off and they intercept the plane that's going to drop the chemical weapon on London. But he figures the only way to save people is that he hijacks the plane, flies it into the middle of nowhere, and he sacrifices himself. Her new boyfriend blows himself up with the chemical weapon to save people from getting hurt by the weapon.
Okay.
So meanwhile, she's fighting this German dude who she thinks is the god of war, but it turns out he's just a guy. He's just a person. So she kills him.
Okay.
And then Ares shows up and goes, "Hey, lady, I know you think like I'm behind all the evil in the world, but turns out people are capable of terrible and awful things without the god of war influencing them, right?" So he goes, people are awful. They're not worth protecting.
So wait, I have so many questions. Before you continue, is the
Okay.
god of war supposed to be this like supernatural, imaginative force? Like it's not a tangible thing in this
He
movie?
is literally a god, but he was, I guess, on Earth in like a human form, sort of influencing things behind the scenes.
Okay.
Okay. So he thinks that he has convinced her that humanity is not worth saving, but she recalls her sexy pilot boyfriend
Oh,
who
of
sacrificed
course.
himself.
Of course. Yeah.
And, she realizes there's so much good in humanity and humanity is worth defending. So she kills Ares, the god of war.
She kills a god?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was kind of like they were the weapon. Zeus had created these warrior women princesses, and I guess her specifically as special.
When you're saying Zeus and Ares, are these just like alias names because you don't want to spoil the movie? Or is that actually
No, they're like it's
the
literally
names
Greek
given?
mythology.
Okay.
These are Greek gods in this cinematic universe. Okay? So, and then she continues her time on Earth as, a defender of people.
On
like
Earth?
like a superhero.
On an island.
On Earth.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are we sure we're on Earth?
we are in a cinematic universe shared with other.
Is this like superhero stuff?
It is like superhero stuff. So, Chris, I've told you quite a bit. Do you know what movie
still have
we're
no
talking
idea.
about?
This is a real movie.
This is a real movie.
There's like an island full of women only. Is it like Wonder Woman? I've never seen Wonder Woman.
Is that your final answer?
No, I don't know. What other superhero movie is about maybe a group of women fighting men?
It is Wonder Woman.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's the only movie I know of that's like, what movie could be about women? Wonder Woman. Well, that was too fucking obvious. But I have that.
Why?
Wait a second. That's the plot of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
They're on an island. They've never seen men.
They're like Amazonian warrior princesses.
And they get
yeah.
seduced by a man and decide that humanity is worth saving because man is sexy.
No,
Really?
I maybe overplayed that a
You
little bit.
oversimplify. You're telling it from a masculine perspective. I'm sure it's not like that, right?
People are very upset.
I'm sure
at
it's
me.
way more about women empowerment, women independence, correct? Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, sure,
that's
let's
not how
say
you told
that.
it.
Well, no, they have this thing. It's been a while since the movie came out in 2017. Well reviewed.
And it was based in 1940?
Well, the first movie takes place during World War II. I think it's
Okay.
World War II.
So it
Is
takes
it the
place
First
in
World
like
War? I can't remember.
it's a fictional movie, but it takes place somewhat in the context of real world past events.
Yes, which is actually an interesting
Interesting.
hook. The second one takes place in the 80s, and I think they bring back her boyfriend without like any explanation that makes any sense, even though like the climax of the first movie is him dying and sacrificing himself.
So there's like Zeus in Wonder Woman? Like Greek gods? I did not know that.
So you know Batman also exists in this universe. Are you aware of this?
Robert Pattinson?
Not Robert.
Twilight?
Ben Affleck Batman.
Oh.
Do you know? Do you know this Batman?
Yes, I have seen that.
And
Batman.
Henry Cavill, another,
Yeah, I think so.
as Superman. So it's all within the same world.
Oh.
Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman.
Who plays Zeus in the Greek gods?
CGI, I think.
Oh, they're not real? Like
I
real
carry.
people?
I don't know. I'm sure there's actors. Most of these movies are fucking CGI, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like Gal Gadot, like pretty terrible actress, by the way.
Is she?
Yeah, these movies are pretty
Are people
rough.
gonna take offense to that?
I hope not. I'm not saying like women can't act. There are a ton of really
Yeah.
talented
Just
female
to clarify,
actresses.
I don't mean women. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I can't judge.
Okay. Based on what I just told you about it,
That's really
what
stupid.
What did you think Wonder Woman was about?
Not that. I did not think it was about a fucking island in like Greek mythology. I don't know. I have no idea. I just thought it was like, you know, like the Hulk, but a woman or something. Like she like saved the world from a crater. Or, I don't
Well,
know. Fucking
Is that a movie you would watch?
no.
Because She-Hulk, I'm pretty sure, is coming out at some point.
Really?
I think on Disney Plus. Yeah.
I don't know what I ever thought Wonder Woman was about. Like the only knowledge I have of it is that a lot of girls wore a Wonder Woman costume for Halloween. That's pretty much what I know about it.
When you were growing up,
Yeah.
because that wasn't really a popular character in our childhood.
No, but like occasionally, like that's my frame of reference though. Like, oh, I recognize that the costume is red, blue, and has like a gold belt.
I will say I like the idea of Wonder Woman because I feel like there's not enough good female
Yeah.
superhero. Like superhero movies are like the biggest genre of movie in the world right now.
That
And
was
there's-
probably part of the pretext for why that character was ever introduced into that universe, right? I know nothing, but I'm just like
Yeah, you're-
assuming that they're like, we need a power woman finally because it's 1982. Let's introduce one. I don't know,
yeah,
whatever
and
year
with
she
such
was
a
introduced.
lack of them, I guess it's not that movie was successful because it was like one of the first depictions of like it's the best female superhero movie probably that's come out in the last.
Was it well received?
Yeah, the
Like
first one
it was
was
well done,
received.
and people were like,
And a female
yes.
director too. It was like kind of a
Okay,
success
cool.
story. And
No,
like the
that's good.
Marvel movies, even though people much prefer the Marvel movies, they're sort of lacking in
Isn't this a Marvel movie?
no. So this is no, this is not a Marvel movie.
What is it? I thought they were part of the same universe.
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are part of a different universe of heroes. Yes, it means nothing to
Okay,
you.
so it's not a Marvel movie. It's a what movie?
DC,
DC
is the
Comics.
company. DC Comics.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Right. Well, whatever. It's all the same shit. It's all superheroes.
Yeah, but they don't play in the
It's
same
just who
sandbox.
owns them. It's like which, comic industrial complex are they a part of? Whatever.
It's more like
Same
which
shit.
studio has the rights to make
Yeah, which
movies based
copyright.
on them. Spider-Man's always played an interesting one in the middle because like Sony owned the rights, but Disney was making the Marvel movies. So we've had like Sony Spider-Man movies and Disney Spider-Man movies, and
Okay.
there's like weird sort of like film production company sort of politics as to what characters can belong in what series of movies.
So for Wonder Woman, was there only one film made about Wonder Woman?
So there's been two now. I don't think the second was as well received.
Did you see
Kind of
both?
goofy. I've seen parts in.
When did
I
you watch
started
these?
watching the second one on a plane at one point,
Okay.
and it was kind of goofy. But
Yeah.
it has Kristen Wiig in it. You know,
Oh.
like the comedic. I
Yeah, she's
actually like her.
funny.
Yeah, she's funny. But
She should have been Wonder Woman.
second movie is pretty bizarre from what I didn't see the whole thing. But I will say, props to Wonder Woman for actually being an interesting story about a female superhero, which I think is pretty lacking in Marvel. That's probably going to upset some people because like people really like the Scarlet Witch, for example.
Is that its
She had a
own
Disney
movie?
Plus series that people really liked. That actually I think even you might. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it.
Even I would like
Even
it.
you might like
Even
it.
I would care about a superhero movie.
Well, we've gotten to the point where superhero movies aren't just superhero movies. It's just sort of like the pretext for telling an interesting story. Like even
About
the new
people,
Batman
yeah.
movie, from what I've heard, it's not so much a super. It's more of like a cop film noir detective story. And like the Joker recently got an Oscar buzz, the Joaquin Phoenix one. That's like barely a superhero movie, but it's just like there's more interesting
I
movies
liked
coming
the
out now.
Joker, or the
Did you?
the first one with Heath Ledger, like a
Oh, the Dark
the Dark
Knight.
Knight. Yeah, I saw that and I
Yeah.
remember liking it.
Yeah, no, that's different. They made a movie just about Joker.
Right. Yes, I
Right?
saw the previews, but I have not seen
Yeah,
it.
him dancing down the steps.
It's no surprise. I haven't seen anything, guys. If you did not know this by now.
Okay, so Christine, last question: would you watch Wonder Woman now? Do you want to watch this movie?
No.
No. Okay, that's
But
honest.
but you know what? I might read about it because I'm not sure how much I trust your description of the events that took place. I am actually interested if there's a little bit more commentary in the movie to tease out about like women and empowerment, or like that's what I am most interested in, what that movie did for society, if anything. So I'd want to read the critiques about it. And I
Okay.
should probably watch it to judge for myself, but I just don't have an interest in superhero movies, but
That's
I
fair.
do have an interest in some of the commentary and points that they're trying to make if they accomplish those points.
If they're trying to make
Yeah.
a point and not just
there is
CGI
something-
goes boom. right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about like fighting and bullshit, whatever.
Okay.